EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Baltimore Ravens. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch. And that one wound up in the end zone.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. He Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive, it comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Hey, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
6 yards left on second down. Play action. Now Jackson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's got one touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, this defense was victimized earlier in this opening quarter. This time, a measure of revenge.
Well, they always tell defenses you have to have a short memory, but I also think it helps if you remember what happens to you before, and now you're able to flip it around. They didn't want to show weakness and let this offense think they could do whatever they want, and they turned things around in that case and picked one off themselves.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Taylor's got the first down and more. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 21-yard line. A big gain there on 3rd and long. He only needed a few inches. He got that and then some.
It felt to me like his offensive line and teammates took that as a personal challenge. They knew the line of scrimmage would be stacked. Didn't matter how many bodies were in there. They just wanted to create a little bit of a sliver for him, and that's what they did, and he rumbled.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. Bust through the tackle. Hard running at the 15. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now Taylor with it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Back to throw here. He's got Granson over the middle. Touchdown, Colts. Kylen Granson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play action. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Let's go. Sammy Lions.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Akeem Hicks gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. A give for Taylor running right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
First down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Taylor. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the handoff, Taylor. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. Stop short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone and touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from a yard out. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. No problem there on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They go play action now. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Jackson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Mike, 53, Mike. Yo. 53 to Mike, 53, check.
Now Jackson. Open man is Anderson. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. He's going to air one out. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 19.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And just a yard to go here on second down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. Looking deep downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
Here we go.
A big play there just before halftime. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it. But he sure made it look easy there.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my...
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for Indy. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Running left, Taylor. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
2nd and goal from the 1. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got Granson, his tight end. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A gain of 6 there on first. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor. Stops short, down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Taylor again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
They'll try and run. Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown. Rashad Bateman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Tucker with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice game.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front, have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind them.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now it's Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And that'll be caught by the big tight end Andrews. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give to Taylor. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 164 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. First and 10, Taylor now. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize, because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on?
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Patrick Queen. There he goes left side. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. After the interception, here's Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Come on now, let's go.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Pushing through the contact. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Man, 188 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always...
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Rabbit. Check.
Here's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, the Colts will play again next weekend. Thanks for watching, everybody, and so long.